Nero's darkest secret, the story of Sporus. When Nero first ascended to the throne at 16, Rome welcomed him as the dawn of a golden age. He lowered taxes, hosted public games, and even performed in plays for the masses. But absolute power is like a sweet poison. It doesn't kill instantly. It creeps in, devouring the soul piece by piece. The breaking point came when Nero lost the one woman he adored, his Empress, Poppaea Sabina. Some say he kicked her during a rage. Others whisper it was strangulation, veiled as a quarrel. All agree Nero killed the woman he claimed to love most. Months after her extravagant funeral, Nero encountered a young palace servant, Sporus. The boy's face stopped the emperor cold. His eyes, his skin, his soft features, an eerie resemblance to Poppaea. To Nero, shattered by grief and madness, this wasn't coincidence, it was destiny. And like all deluded gods, Nero chose to rewrite fate in the cruelest way possible. Nero didn't just dress Sporus in silk. He ordered the boy to be castrated, a brutal surgery with no anesthesia, no compassion, not to save him, but to transform him. Sporus was then trained like a princess, how to walk, how to smile, how to tilt his head in the manner of a Roman lady. He was taught memories that weren't his, dressed in Poppaea's jewels, called by her name, and then came the wedding. Nero married Sporus, renamed him Sabina, and paraded him around the empire as the resurrected Empress. A teenage boy, mutilated and remade, now living in the image of the woman his master destroyed. Sporus lived inside a golden cage, served, adored, but never seen. Each morning he awoke to a face that wasn't his, every gesture rehearsed, every breath borrowed from a ghost. The emperor didn't love Sporus. He loved the illusion he forced Sporus to become. And Sporus, he survived by pretending. When Nero's reign collapsed and he died alone and hunted, Sporus should have been free, but the nightmare didn't end. Instead, he was passed from one ruler to another, treated like property, forced to remain Sabina. Some planned to parade him in a public arena, mocking him as a tragic myth come to life. Rather than face that final humiliation, Sporus made the only choice he truly owned. He took his own life. He was no more than 20. History remembers Nero the tyrant, Poppaea the beauty, but Sporus? Barely a whisper, yet his story is a cruel monument to identity lost, to love distorted by power, to a soul erased and rewritten as a performance. Behind every empire's glory lies a grave of forgotten names, names like Sporus, whose only crime was resembling the past. His death wasn't weakness, it was rebellion, and perhaps a final act of reclaiming the self.